Oh, hey guys, come on in. Welcome to my tiny house. This house is 120 square feet. It is 16 by 8.5 wide, and we built it to be mobile. It's 8,500 pounds dry without my stuff in it, so we'll see how heavy it gets when my stuff is in it. And the intention with this house was to make the smallest house possible so that we could travel, and also so that we could show off how much you can actually get in 120 square feet. So as you come in through my door, we are in the kitchen right now. So we'll just walk you through some of the features in here. As you come in, to the right is a coat closet. This was very important to me because we are in Canada, and so we have a lot of jackets, we have a lot of shoes. Often there's nowhere to put that in a tiny home. So we actually have 2 levels of hanging. And then we also have room for boots, shoes, anything else that we've got to put here. Up next, we have some storage up here. And of course our fridge. We could have went with a propane RV fridge, but they're quite expensive. They tend to have some issues along the way. So we went with an electric apartment size fridge, and we put it up on a pedestal. This one in Canada from Costco is $3.99. It's a Danby fridge. And so we put that up on a pedestal just so that it's easier to look in, just a nicer height. And it allowed for storage down here. And then up here we have shelving and storage for food. Right now we have a couple snacks in it and some more shelving and storage here. And here is actually where the bed comes down, but it also allows for a nice table while you're sitting at the sofa, and extra work room if you need it. In here we have our cooktops, which are from IKEA. They're induction cooktops. We opted out of going with a propane stove and instead went with cooktops and a toaster oven. This is a convection toaster oven, French door. We're really excited about this. We've tried it out once or twice with some pizza, so that's good. And then these 2 drawers here are just more storage. On the other side of the kitchen here, we have the Martin propane heater. I call this my mini fireplace. So this will be one of the main sources of heat. We also have electric in-floor heating, which we can talk more about later. So here in the kitchen, this is actually 5.5 feet long. And we went with a counter height of 43 inches. Typically countertops are 36 inches. My personal belief is that was designed when people were typically shorter, especially women. So I'm 5'7", I'm a bit taller. This allows me to be at elbow length or elbow height and not have to bend over to do dishes. What this also allowed for us was way more storage underneath. So we have all sorts of storage under the sink here. We've got storage drawers, and then this is a garbage drawer. So we're really happy with the amount of storage that we were able to fit under the sink here. And then we have all sorts of drawers for storage here as well. So one of the things that you'll notice is that all our cabinet drawers are cutout handles. I had heard of some folks in colder temperatures having to keep their doors open to keep the cold air flowing in the winter. And so this, we're hoping to kind of mitigate a bit of the cold air getting stuck in the cabinets, and allowing it to flow out of these. Also super nice doing it this way because you don't have drawer pulls that, as you walk by in such a small space, can get hooked on your belt loops or whatever the case may be. Down here, we have a propane on-demand hot water heater. This is RV hot water heater. It has antifreeze technology should anything go wrong. During the entire build, we built all the utilities within the house rather than outside of the house to help keep it warmer and help them not freeze. So we've got high hopes for this baby. So far it's been working pretty good. Up top here, these are for utensils. And this would be for spices or dishes or whatever you want to put up there. We have these blinds that I've made by hand. They're blackout blinds. And the way they work is they just fold down like that. Pinterest had a lot of really cool things that you could do. They were all way too complicated for me, so I came up with this, and it seems to be working. This is how we did all of the blinds throughout the house. We're really happy with how they turned out. I think that covers the kitchen here. One other thing I want to point out is the amount of countertop space within this tiny house. So for meal prep, we have a good 12 feet of countertop space. As we're cooking and preparing meals, we've got plenty of room to do so. So here in the living room, you're looking at right now the desk / dining area, and also just jam-packed with storage. So we can store any electronics or paperwork or office supplies here. If we peek back in here, there's a shelving unit which can be used for books, movies, whatever you want. And then we've got these two stools that are also for storage. These stools also come in handy when we're trying to reach the upper cabinets. So if we need anything in there, we just pull the stools over and get what we need. So on the other side of the living room here is a sofa. And this will, we haven't finished it quite yet, but this will be a pull-out sofa. So it will be almost a queen-size bed that will pull out here, and we can actually sleep 2 more people down here. So all these cushions I handmade, and I just want to show you here, we've got even more storage under the sofa. Now something else that you'll notice here on the sofa is this strange thing on the wall. And that's actually a support for the bed when it comes down, which we'll get to that in just a few minutes to show you how the bed works. Also very cool. Up here on the sides, we have LED light panels, and the decorative panel over top is actually intended to be a patio privacy screen that we got from Lowe's. We cut it in half, created a frame, and we think this turned out absolutely beautiful. Now another thing you'll notice is the stairs for the bathroom. And these stairs are also storage stairs. And they pull straight out and go all the way back in as well. And I'm gonna just switch the camera angle and show you what's under the bathroom. So this is under the bathroom. We have our fresh water tank over here and our gray water tank over here. And this is our water pump. And then of course you'll see all the plumbing as well. Back there in the corner, you can actually see the bottom of the bathtub that's sitting up on a frame just to make sure that it's super, super sturdy. So again, our stairs can be out or they can go all the way in. Which will allow space for the sofa to pull out. Now I'd like to show you the bed in action. So as you can see, the bed actually sits at the ceiling, and we have a ladder on the underside of the bed. Up here, we have a winch system. So this winch costs us, again in Canadian, approximately $100. And the wires for the winch come down here. We haven't secured them yet, but I'll just show you how this works. So we bring the bed partially down. At which point we can release the ladder here. And then we bring the bed the rest of the way down. And there it is, ladies and gents. Our bed is completely down, and it was just the touch of a button. So we can go up the ladder here. As you can see, we have plenty of headroom, as opposed to the loft spaces that are lower headroom. I just love how this turned out. When I was designing the tiny house, a lot of room is spent for beds. And so I didn't want to have to design around a bed. The fact that it just goes up to the ceiling, comes right down, super easy peasy. You see this in vans, like the van conversions. You see this in RVs. Anna White had created an elevator bed as well. So yeah, we just super, super love this. So if you're sleeping on this side of the bed, you can see how easily the access is to the bathroom. And if we come down our ladder here, we can actually still get to the bathroom through here. And there we are in the bathroom. So we're gonna go ahead and put this bed back up. And again, we're gonna grab our winch remote. Halfway up, we're going to secure the ladder. And there the bed is back up. Also awesome that you don't have to make the bed every morning. So continuing on into the bathroom, this is one of our favorite rooms of the house. We have 3, so it's kind of not hard, but at the same time it is, because we love it all. So as you come in the bathroom, you'll notice that right behind me is our closet space. So as a girl, I wanted to ensure there was enough room for my clothing. I know that the downsizing is all part of the process. Also Canadian. So we have 4 very distinct seasons here, and you have to dress accordingly for those. So this is our closet here. You'll notice that there's double hanger rods. So we have our top part and our bottom part. Over here we have all the drawers for storage. And back here in the corner, we have a portable washing machine. There will be a hamper here. It's not yet in. One of our little things that we did, this is what they call an IKEA hack. So these frames are from IKEA, and then we cut cedar planks and wove them through. And this is our closet door, our bifold, trifold closet door that we can close, and it will hide our clothing. And then over here we have our bathroom sink, which is from IKEA as well. And it has storage underneath and a beautiful black faucet, one of our favorites. I forgot to mention here in the closet is also storage up there. Coming over here, we have our toilet, which is the separate urine diversion toilet. And so if you're not familiar with how these work, when you sit down, the blue part opens up, and that is where the solid waste and the toilet paper goes. And the front part is where the urine goes, and that goes into our gray tanks that are under the bathroom. So this eliminates the need for a black tank on board. This toilet has not been used, just so you know. I'm touching it, but it's never been used before. And then we have our tub, which is an RV tub. And as you saw under the floor, we have this sunk in and a ton of support under it. So tiny little RV tub. I fit in there. So it was important to me to have a tub, but not a full-size one. Our cedar panels here are unfinished. And so cedar is naturally water resistant. When we shower, you'll be able to smell cedar. It will smell much like a sauna in here. And above the shower here, we have storage for towels. Also, another great part of this bathroom is this custom barn board door. And up here we just have towel hooks that are from IKEA. And down here we have a toilet paper holder also from IKEA. This barn door just turned out beautifully. We're also running a standard bathroom fan in here, just a $20 cheap fan. We also have some electronics here. So this first one is monitoring our fresh water tank and our gray tank. We also have the ability to monitor propane and battery levels. We have not yet set that up. And we do not have a black tank because we have the waterless toilet, but we can monitor everything from here. This is our thermostat for our electric in-floor heating. So far, that's been fantastic. It costs approximately $300 Canadian to purchase from Lowe's and has been worth every single penny. Heating your floor makes a huge, huge difference. And then, of course, our light switch and our fan switch for the bathroom. So that's our tour of the tiny house. It's little. We can do a tour pretty quickly. We absolutely adore this house, and everything turned out just better than we could have ever expected. We find it absolutely beautiful and stunning, and super functional as well. So we feel we've packed a lot into this 16-foot space. Thanks for coming to check us out.